Hi everybody, this is the Baseball Head, the amazing, spectacular, terrific, the great one, the People's Champion. Your host, hi, and welcome back to the Baseball Head 2. And hopefully you like this video and hit that subscribe button. The channel's been doing really well this week. And in line with that, we'll continue to talk about the broadcast because I think people are really enjoying it. You never know what I'm going to say, and I'm going to keep doing that because it seems like everybody's liking it. Got a lot of subscribers this past week. I thank you if you're new and coming around here. I'm very opinionated. But if you want to have a conversation with me, be very respectful of me, respectful of the people that leave comments. Don't leave nasty comments because YouTube just puts you in a penalty box right off the bat. Okay? And we all have opinions. I respect your opinion. You respect mine. There is back and forth. I get a little grumpy, but don't take it personal. But if you get put in penalty box right off the bat, you should, consider something. Let's consider writing something else, But anyway. Talked a lot about Michael Kay. Well, Michael Kay is not going to be happy. And it's funny, I saw this article and I thought to myself, Michael Kay is not going to be happy. And in the first sentence, they might mention Yankees broadcaster Michael Kay. And we talked a lot about him this week. And he seems to be a very interesting personality. Most people that write to me don't like him. And he's been a guy that's very thin-skinned, and we've talked about that this past week. And we know that he's not a big fan of people saying that the SNY crew is better than his on Yes. And, well, let me read you this. This is not going to make him happy. Again, this is from Awful Announcing. SNY dominates Yes Network in Subway Series viewership. Uh-oh. Somebody's not going to be happy. He's going to want to take it out to the streets. But Michael, not okay. It's not okay with this. SNY posted a 70% viewership edge over the Yes Network. Wow. We hope, and here we go. In the first sentence, we hope Michael Kay is sitting down, and that's just because it's been a rough go lately. I mean, we've been hammering him here. He's been hammered in the media, and you're loving it too. And I love goofing on him. No sense of humor, because he's from the streets. I don't know what streets he's talking about. The voice of the New York Yankees, who just can't help themselves. The voice of the New York Yankees who just can't help himself from getting into media spats and screeching about Juan Soto. We'll have a video on Juan Soto. He's obsessed with him. But then again, he speaks of the Yankees, and they're obsessed with him. And their fans are too. Didn't exactly have a picture-perfect 2024 either. He grew particularly irate when SNY touted the Mets broadcast as the best booth during an ad on his radio show. Yeah, that didn't go over well. Flipped out. The trio of Gary Cohen, Keith Hernandez, and Ron Darling had their fun with it. Even if the loud the SNY SNY broadcast booth could feel Kay's pain. They made fun of him. It was great. Now we're not going to pretend Kay's heart broke when the Mets took 2 out of 3 from the Yankees over the 4th of July weekend. We also won't say he wasn't silently wincing once he saw the numbers. He knows what it was. And no, we're not talking about the Mets outscoring the Bronx Bombers 22-17 at Citi Field. We mean the ratings gap, a huge one, between Sportsnet New York and the Yes Network. According to Austin Carpenter, the Sports Business Journal, those 3 Subway Series games from July 4th to the 6th averaged 356,000 viewers on SNY. That's a staggering 70% jump over Yes's viewership for the same series. Among adults aged 25 to 54, get this, SNY outperformed its competitors with a 154% advantage. Among adults aged 18 to 34, the lead was even bigger at 166. Plus, the July 4th game was the best ever on MLB Network. I mean, that is the Mets. The Mets are America's team. They're becoming a juggernaut. That's why you're hearing all this nonsense about Rob Manfred running a salary cap, because the owners are so upset and so uptight that Steve Cohen's going to build a powerhouse in Queens. They have to curtail it. We know that we have the Steve Cohen tax where the Mets get penalized in the draft and having to pay an extra tax, bunch of crap. They don't, he embarrasses them by spending the money that he does. So, this doesn't go over well either with the Yankees too. So what does this all mean? Simply put, the Yankees broadcast is the Mets broadcast is dominating the ratings battle, especially with younger viewers. So the Mets are cool. Does that signal a shift in fan attention and engagement? Perhaps, but context is also required. The Yankees, after getting swept by the Boston Red Sox in mid-June, have sputtered to a 9-13 in the last 22 games. The Mets haven't played well either, by the way. That said, the Yankees are stumbling into the All-Star break no matter what happens over the next 4 games. Even if they drop all 4, they'll still be 6 games over 500. That doesn't play in the Bronx. Not now. Not with this roster. Not even if Jeff Passan wants the fans to shut the F up. If anything, it only cranks up the pressure. Despite the Yankees skid, not okay has gone to bat for the front office. Loudly defending Aaron Boone and Brian Cashman while swatting away calls. The heads to roll. But there's a growing disconnect between performance and perception, and K's stuck in the middle of it. The team isn't delivering. The fans are restless, and for now, the city's attention is drifting. Not toward the Bronx, but across the river to America's team. And they are America's team. And the Mets and SNY are soaking it up. And I always call them, America's team. I've been saying that for a while now. Because even people that leave comments are obsessed with the Mets. They want to see the Mets do poorly. But I think deep down they really feel they see a little bit of themselves in the Mets' struggles. The Mets do whatever they have to do. They do their best, and then everything falls apart. It's like that in life. You do your best, and things just don't work out. That's how it is. I would also mention, I think this is a really stupid comment and thing that I've seen over the years, is that when fans hate the Mets, they always call them mutts. The mutts, the New York mutts. Here, I will point out something. A mutt is a dog that is not a purebred. And a lot of times a mutt is very healthy. A mutt is they live a lot longer than a purebred dog. And they're survivors. And people have written that to me for many years. And I think that that is an old thing. And I think it's something that I've seen people that are in their 60s write to me from time to time. Very disgruntled Yankee fans. Somebody wrote this to me the other day. Saying mutts. And I thought that was ridiculous. I said, there's nothing wrong with being a mutt. And like I said, when you are a mutt as a dog, that's you have a chance to have a longer life than another dog, and of course, and a better life. And of course, we have better lives as Met fans, because when the Mets win this thing, and they're going to win this thing with this great owner, and this very good front office, and this very good manager, it's going to be really sweet. And it could be this year, it could be next year. But it's going to happen because it's only a matter of time. The dam's going to break very soon. And, right now, they're in good shape. And obviously the ratings are in good shape with the Mets. And, of course, guys like Michael, not okay. He's not okay with this. He wanted, he made a big deal about it. It was funny, it's like almost like, those old Casey Kasem, bloopers, where he reads he has a happy song, and he's got to read, or he reads an article about a dead dog. He reads a copy, that's given to him about a dead dog, and then he has to do a happy song after that, and he flips out. The same thing with Michael, not okay. He's sitting, getting ready for his show in between commercials, and they play that the Mets have the best broadcast. He doesn't want to hear that. He's flipping out. And that was great when he did that. I had that on the baseball hut last year, but you let me know what you think about this video. And again, the amount of views on these videos have been excellent. And I can't thank you enough. And Michael K's provided a lot of this stuff. And hopefully we get some more stuff going on in MLB. There's always someone doing something stupid that gets my attention. And of course, WFN is still out there. Thank God for the insane asylum. It's WFN. And of course, thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you later.